Guys, I haven't really done a video like this before, but I figured I might as well start. This is my buggy, B6.1D. I just got into stock racing, RC racing, as a whole, 3 months ago? 4 months ago? I've had a few RCs before that, but I decided to branch out into competitive racing because I felt like bashing in my backyard or my neighborhood wasn't hitting the spot anymore. I needed someone to compete against. Right now, it's pretty much stock except for the Kashima coated shock bodies, these custom shock boots that I made. Let's see what else. Aluminum rear hubs, that's also new. And the Shell Nova slipper, that's about it. Right now I have the pinion gear disconnected just so I could see how smooth the drivetrain was. It's pretty smooth, but could be better with ceramic bearings. Don't plan on getting them anytime soon. Electronics, I got a Savox servo. I think it's the 1211 SG, so it's a waterproof version. Pretty much like a 1258, but more torque and yeah, waterproof. I added some extra washers on the link because for some reason my servo is not centered perfectly. It'll always be a little bit left or a little bit right, never perfect. It's annoying, but I was able to get around it. The wheels are DE Racing, I believe. I should have gotten white wheels. I realized my mistake on my first day practicing. I would always crash into walls because I don't know which way my wheels are pointed on a jump. But with these DE Racing wheel covers, they're pretty much perfect. And they're pretty durable too. I'm happy. I got an Orca B32 LCG. Really nice ESC. I don't know if I can run it without a fan, but I'd rather just have it cooler with the fan. Sanwa RX482 receiver to go with my MT44. Really great radio. I mean, I never had a awesome radio before this. This is like my first, I guess, high-end radio. It's still like mid-end. It's $300. I mean, it's way more than I've ever spent on radio before, and I'm happy with it. Never wanted to spend any more than that, though. Battery, Team Orion, Carbon Pro, 110C, 5,000 milliamp hour, or just 5 amp hour. I don't know why people say 5,000 and then milliamp. Seems kind of redundant. SureSpeed V4 Extreme. It's honestly an amazing 17.5 turn stock motor. I heard good things about the V3, and I saw right before I bought one, the V4 was on A main and got roar approved, so hey, why not? And I am not just I am way happier than I expected with this motor. Like, I'm not even that experienced of a driver, and on the straightaways and even through the turns, I am definitely keeping up with the pace. Stock timing, and running the recommended gear ratios. It's all working perfectly. Have no reason to change it. Did the wiring job with 10 gauge wire. It's a little thicker than you need to, but I figure, hey, less heat, the better. Yep. Oh yeah, I added the carbon plate under the electronics because I don't want to like rip off my electronics every time I need to like switch it out. So I'd rather just undo those 4 screws. Oh yeah, I added the aluminum servo horn. I didn't even need to replace the plastic one, but I figured, hey, it's one of the few places you can get aluminum and you're not like wasting your money, so why not? Let's see what else. Yeah, the slipper is nice, although I wish I waited like another month and got the Avid one. It's just when I got this, the Avid one wasn't out yet. The Avon one lets you just completely remove the spring assembly, so you're just saving extra weight. Running the layback transmission, I have no reason to do the lay down. I feel like I got plenty of grip as is. Don't want to really mess with it. The wing is a Proline Trifecta, I believe. I can't remember perfectly, but it's like the sturdiest wing ever. The one I had that came with the kit, that thing bent on the first day out. Like, it got completely smashed up. It didn't crack or anything, but it was so bent that, like, on the corners it would rub against the tire, and I didn't want that, so this one survived. I haven't crashed as much with it because I've just gotten better, but it'll flip the car back on its wheels before it'll bend the wing, so that's a testament to how strong it is. Let's see. Proline positrons on all four. Been really happy with them. I'm using pink tire sauce from, oh, can't believe I forgot it. It's the popular one. Sticky Kicks, yeah, I remembered. I couldn't let it go. I have a Shell chassis cover. It's done its job. I'm not really sure what else to say about a chassis cover. It looks really nice. I love this one. I love it when it's mostly one color, but then you look closer and it's the logo over and over, plus this awesome giant logo in the middle. The only thing I wish like that I could do is buy these little separate covers on their own. But honestly, this happens in like the first 5 minutes of a practice run or a race, so I don't really want to waste my money buying the covers again just to get the spares. I'm either going to make my own out of a stronger material or just hope that I don't ruin my chassis by shaving it down to nothing. I'm pretty sure it'll just get to the point where it levels out with the bumper and then it won't get worse after that. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I spaced out my Velcro. Seems to do the job. Don't want to have to like rip off the entire length of it. I feel like it's just overkill. I have the stock camber links, but as you can see, there's a slight bend to it, like if I rotate it. If you rotate it, you can see from the top. It got bent up. I guess on one of my expert driving crashes. Every other link has held up nice, but that one has a slight bend. Not worth replacing though. If I do replace them, I'll get like Lunsford titanium ones, but again, I don't really want to be spending money on this car because one, college is taking up too much of my time to race it anyway, and I have a new project. Let me just place it on top of the buggy pretty much. That shows how much bigger it is. So before I had this buggy, I had a Slash two-wheel drive that I had a custom chassis for, like a aluminum Anza chassis. It was pretty much a race version of a Traxxas Slash. And I put in so much work to convert it into an 8th scale like on-road car. It was a complete waste of money now that I look back on it. It was great. I loved it, and this is actually the body I used with it before. A really nice Subaru body. I painted up everything. Did all these black lines underneath by myself, no stickers. It was really nice. I even like cut off the shitty wing mount that they had on there before and made my own giant ass wing so it would never spin out. That one was fun. It was a lot of wasted money, but it was fun. And then with my funny story, I had the shitty radio before it, and I never set up like the failsafe on it. So one day I had a low battery and lost connection. So the thing decided to floor it in reverse straight into a curb, concrete, broke the rear arm and cracked up the body. So that's pretty much worthless I mean, unless you want a cracked body. It's still okay. It's just the rear quarter panel is kind of doesn't look as good anymore. But anyway, I converted the Slash to a 2-wheel drive buggy off-road. It was awesome. I don't know what else to say about it. Sold it for way less than it was worth, but hey, whatever. Hobby goes on. And now that I am comfortable taking on a new project, because racing is not enough for me. I need to be tinkering. I need to be working on something. So right here, what you're looking at is a Kyosho Scepter GT2 body. It's pretty much a McLaren F1 style body, as you can see. You can even see like the lights in there. So it's a 360 millimeter wheelbase body. 8th scale, of course, but longer than most other 8th scales. And I'm gonna get a Serpent Cobra GTE 3.1 kit and a few spare parts to make it longer wheelbase, like a longer chassis, longer drive shaft, a couple other parts here and there. It's gonna be a lot of money, way more money than I have right now. So I probably won't be done with it for many months, but when it is done, it'll be amazing. I plan to paint this with Tamiya PS49. It's a blue anodized aluminum color. It's pretty much like a sky blue metallic, and it looks really nice in the pictures. So I figured I might as well go for that. It's a color that not many people use, and it's a color that looks amazing on the real McLaren F1. It's a very rare color that it comes in. So I figured I might as well replicate it. Yesterday, I spent a couple hours and did this. Now, you might be thinking, oh God, why did you ruin your body? What are you doing with your life? Well, before this, the Kyosho Scepter doesn't have the McLaren F1 look. It's supposed to be like an off-brand McLaren F1, so they don't have to deal with copyright issues. Because they have a McLaren F1 body, but they discontinued it, so I'm assuming this is just the next logical step when they didn't want to hold on to the branding. But it's essentially the same thing. Like, even if you look past it, like, they had the lines for this stuff already. It's just, it's not what the stickers were made for. And I hate stickers, because I know that eventually the stickers wear off, something happens, they get scratched up, and then you're left with either somehow finding an old set of stickers, making your own stickers, which are a pain in the ass, or you could just do it the smart way and paint everything that you need correctly the first time. Like all the window masks where all those lines are that are supposed to be black, I'll just liquid mask and cut out on the inside the design that I need. Because I don't like stickers, I hate them. The only reason I'll ever use stickers is for a logo or something that I know I can easily replace, or I won't mind losing, and I know it won't look like shit after I lose it. And the reason I cut out all these holes is because I do not want to bother with painting or stickering up a radiator look or the grille look. And if you know what a real McLaren looks like, this is pretty much the grille orientation in the back. Except maybe these are like less pronounced and they're more like in the grille itself, but I figured, hey, I might as well retain some sort of rigidity here. So pretty much I'm going to take glass, what am I saying? A window, yeah. Window netting, some sort of window netting, metal mesh, like from Home Depot or whatever, and just cut it out to scale and glue it on behind the paint. So it'll look like a legit radiator. And it'll pass through some air that gets caught under the body, so hey, why not? I don't think I would ever do anything functional with it, like, I'm not gonna water cool this, so it'll mostly be for looks. The lights I'll have to paint up and everything. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I can't really do much with the project right now since I'm very limited with cash. So I plan to get the chassis first, all the option parts to make it longer wheelbase first, because they're the most rare and the most important, irreplaceable. And then eventually I'll get the kit itself. And then after that I'll get the electronics. So electronics come last, then the kit, and first you need to get the most important rare parts. Not necessarily rare, but Serpent isn't too popular in the US, so it's better you get your hands on everything you need ahead of time. I've already spent way too much time rambling, and I don't have enough subscribers to warrant that kind of rambling, so guess I'll end it. See you guys in the next video I will probably upload in many months from now. Bye.